Justin and Hailey's marriage has become the topic of discussion once again when numerous rumors started circulating. Has Hailey just ended it with Justin? Has Selena got anything to do with this? Be sure to stick around to the end of the video where we'll be explaining all these events in full detail. Welcome back to Loaf. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and switch on the notification bell to receive updates on new celebrity videos. Without further ado, let's jump right into the video and find out if Justin Bieber and Hailey really have ended things, and if Selena has anything to do with this. Both Justin and Hailey have had a rocky relationship like most up until now, where they have previously broken up and gotten back together. But this was all in the public eye, which brought some scrutiny. Hailey Bieber has even spoken about how she felt isolated when she got back with Justin, which is what we'll look into now. In the aftermath of her 2016 separation with Justin Bieber, who is now her spouse, Hailey Bieber remembers feeling rejected by many individuals in her church community. They dated for 2 years before the model married Justin in 2018, and then again in a grander 2019 wedding. The couple, both devout Christians, attended religious services at the same churches on a regular basis. When they broke up in 2016, just months into their relationship, Hailey, 25, stated that some of the churchgoers' attitudes toward her evolved. "There were a lot of people in the church world that made me feel very outcast," she told the Wall Street Journal in an interview published on Tuesday. "When did church become a social club? That was such a bad feeling." Some of Hailey's long-standing friends, such as church pastors Judah Smith and Chelsea Smith, remained by her side during the fallout in the years until Justin, 27, and Hailey reconnected during a 2018 church conference in Miami, she explained. As a result of their unwavering support, Hailey then decided to open up about the entire situation and went on the Good Faith podcast, where she left herself vulnerable about her personal life and went into detail. Hailey talked on the difficulties she had early in their marriage, notably when supporting her new husband through his mental health struggles. In a joint interview with Justin, at one point she said she recalled her mother, Baldwin, and told her, "I just can't do it. There's no way I'm going to be able to do this if it's going to be like this forever." According to the model, her mother answered calmly, assuring her daughter that it will pass and that she and Hailey's father, Stephen Baldwin, would support her no matter what. But did it really pass? Or was this something going forward that would leave a dent in the relationship? Well, Hailey said in an interview with Wall Street Journal, "I do feel like we just had a lot of support. I feel like if I did have support, it would have been 10 times harder, and it was already the hardest thing in my life at the time." Hailey said she's grown weary of giving details about her personal life and relationship during interviews now that they've been married for nearly 3 years, and how it could affect them moving forward due to unnecessary attention on certain matters. "It doesn't feel worth it to me anymore when I try to have an open conversation with someone like you and then it gets taken out of context." Hailey stated how this had happened numerous times during her relationship with Justin, and even though she was opening up and expressing herself, it was damaging the pair more than fixing by being public about it. Over the past week, fans started to hear rumors and took to Twitter to say, "Wait, Justin and Hailey broke up?" Another fan then tweeted out, "Hailey and Justin broke up? I don't care, but it seems like shocking news." Although it came out that fans were getting this source from Snapchat, where an article was released indicating Justin and Hailey had broken up, but it was referring to their breakup back in 2016. In an interview with GQ, Justin explained that his marriage with Hailey in the first year was really tough. There was a lot of going back to the trauma stuff. There was just lack of trust, he told GQ in April. "There was all these things that you don't want to admit to the person that you're with because it's scary. You don't want to scare them off by saying, 'I'm scared.'" Now, Hailey Baldwin Bieber is talking about that time in her life and why she chose to tough it out no matter what. "Imagine abandoning someone in the middle of the worst time of their life, potentially," Hailey said on the podcast. "I'm not that type of person, so I was going to stick it out no matter what the outcome was going to be. It was really hard. There were days where I literally was like, I don't know if he's going to be okay. Something really deep down inside of me was like, he's going to be through it. I just don't know how long it's going to take." Justin, who was a podcast guest, talked about how the relationship helped him move through some of his pain. "I think it was just time that healed things, just us showing up for each other every day, being consistent, me seeing that she wasn't going anywhere." When he said, per Us Weekly, "I think I had a lot of rejection issues that I had to just fight through, but just her continuously showing up every day and being there for me. I just kept seeing that over and over and over, and it just became more secure with where we're at in our relationship." Hailey went on to say that the two will always fight for one another. Neither of us was going to be the one to declare, "I quit," she explained. Neither of us was going to be the one to leave the situation. We were both saying, "Hey, we chose to fight for this, so we're gonna keep fighting past whatever we need to." Let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Does this seem like the end for Justin and Hailey? Or will they sort out their issues and strengthen their relationship? We'd love to hear your guys' feedback. One rocky part of the relationship was back in 2020, where it was alleged Justin Bieber was back in contact with his ex, Selena Gomez. To this day, there are still fans out there, Jelena fans, that wish the pair were still dating and even hate on Hailey because of this. One fan recently tweeted out, "TikTok users are so obsessed with Justin Bieber going back to Selena. Can't they allow him to breathe?" We usually see this with celebrity couples, but with Justin and Selena, it's been happening for almost a decade and it's still a hot topic of conversation. An article from The Sun was published where it was titled, "Justin Bieber back in contact with ex Selena Gomez and tells star wife Hailey Baldwin is too obsessed with religion." Throughout the article, it goes on to say that the source claims Selena has kept her distance from Justin, but he recently started contacting her once again. He doesn't believe he should be cut off from those people he was closest to in his life and doesn't believe talking is cheating, which you could argue is true, but when your relationship is in the limelight like Justin and Hailey's, talking to your ex and making it known isn't exactly the best image for the pair. Especially Hailey in this instance. He loves Hailey dearly, but he does complain about her sometimes, and Selena says it's sad. He feels she's a little too obsessed with religion sometimes. He basically feels like she's gone too far. Anyway, only time will tell, and we'll have to wait and watch if the couple's relationship strengthens from this situation or if they really do end up parting ways. What are your feelings about Justin and Hailey divorce rumors circulating around? Is this all speculation, or is there some truth in what is being put out there? We'd love to hear your perspectives on the situation, so please leave your ideas in the comment section below. This concludes today's video. Be sure to subscribe to Loaf for future celebrity videos and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads. Until then, see you in the next one.